Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry, I'm just glancing over to make sure my audio is working. Because, you know, it's happened too many times that it's not. Okay, it all looks good. Well, today I'm diving in. I'm starting that build I've been building up to for a while now. And yeah, we're gonna start to build the Legacy. Camera's kind of off right now, but it's due. I have to do some adjusting, but we'll do with it what we can. So yeah, here we go. This is the Legacy kit. Well, it's the Legacy stuff that I bought. Yeah. Bought piece by piece, bit by bit. All at once from AliExpress. Not quite. Some of it's stuff that I've had for a while. Some of it's, you know, just parts and pieces from other things. Maybe not anymore. Now that I look at it, I replaced the stepper motors with new ones. Yeah, so no, it's all pretty well new. So we're gonna quickly go through the parts. We're gonna go through and see what's going into this. And yeah, we will see. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna do it like this. That's in the way. So basically, let's get the plastic out of the way. Everything here is printed in there we go. This is all printed in Playmaker ABS, black and white. That's not plastic. So yeah, minus the well, no, I posted a picture and I'm like, oh yeah, all ready to go. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I missed the clicky. And then like, oh, I've also missed this. So I've caught up now. Everything is printed, everything should be ready to go. And that's what we're dealing with here. This is all the plastic for the Legacy. I'm gonna put this out of the way here. So, oh yeah, and the electronics box, which I'm actually really proud of. This is what forced me to spend a couple of hours fine-tuning the bridging, because you know, bridging on a it's not perfect, but it's pretty nice, I think, and it's got a texture everywhere else, unlike any other Voron enclosure or electronics box. So that is the plastic. There's really not a lot of it. I printed that pretty quickly, surprisingly. Well, I guess I did have a couple printers going. So yeah, there's really not a ton of plastic. Not like a 2.0 or anything like that. 2.4. So, let's just go through the electronics I'm putting in here. First off, we've got a, well, you can't see it because, you know, the bag. It's an SKR 2.0. I know the box says SKR Mini. It's not. I put it in a box. It came in a different box. An ugly box, just plain. Yeah, and the 2209 drivers for it. The display, I didn't have a big TreeTech display, so this is Phystech? I don't know. Letters together that my brain can't pronounce. And I've got a RS 224 volt power supply. What else electrical is here? Oh, the Pi. And on the Pi, I have a USB thing, which, yeah, which allows regular USB. I don't know if I'm going to need that, but of course I do need the Pi Zero. On the stepper side of things, I've got some whatever motors here. I'm just going to say whatever motors because I really don't know how good they are. They're Z motors. I'm not I'm not like, oh, these better be good. They're Z motors. I'm thinking they're good enough to be Z motors. They're probably just fine. They're not crooked. It's just sitting on a crooked thing. They're perfectly straight. Yeah, so that's the Z motors and lead screws. I've got an extruder motor, and I went and, I did have a couple of little motors, but I went and got two big chunky motors for the AV motors. It's not like they were a lot of money or anything. Yeah, those were a lot of money. These were nothing. So they weren't nothing. And that's going to be the motors that are going in. The hot end, I've got one of the Betis Voron. I guess I should pull it out of the box. One of their, Voron hot ends, red thing. It looks like that. Pretty nice. That's going to go in it. I've got the hot end printed now. Then the other thing, oh well, I guess I got a bag of bolts, some wires, the regular stuff. I've got a couple of different types of feet. I've got the regular, amplifier style feet, and then I've got the old style, just round standard feet. All the corner cubes are in there. I've got a bunch of Fushi bearings. LM08 LUU, which is, the bearings we're supposed to use for this. So I've got that. Gates belts. Gotta have the Gates belts. And then just, some random wire. No, it's a stepper motor wire. I've got a SSR and a plug. Also, over here, we've got ourselves, I went and grabbed a 3D hub print plate. Dual-sided. I think it's got a plastic cover on this side. Yeah. So yeah, that should have me set up for printing. Then I've also got the what is it? Mandela Ender 3 mag bed. This is something that someone in the Discord pointed me to for the bed for this, and yeah, I liked it. They're the built-in magnets, everything is well, it's pretty well made. I'm gonna say that. Got a nice ring to it. I'm gonna just put that over here. And then we've got a Kenovo 110 volt, 500 watt heating pad. A bunch of 8mm wow, these have these are dirty. I have to definitely clean those off before they before I put any bearings on them. It's filthy. Okay, so the other thing, I'm just gonna put those over there. We have a bunch of just a bunch. We got all this. We've got all the my brain is just going a million miles an hour trying to figure out how am I going to cut this right. How am I going to make it so I know they're all 370 millimeters, because we do have to cut these. They're not the right length. So that seems to be that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that out of the way. Grab a smaller box and get this stuff in it. Because, you know, no reason to get this all messed up when I go to cut these. And of course, then I cut them wrong and the build's put off until I can get some more 370 millimeter. Oh, that didn't happen. You know, and we don't want that, so let me get all this out of the way. Okay. So, this is what we're dealing with. Those all need to be cut to 370 millimeters. Try that again. These, I think it's time to move the camera around. Well, maybe I should have moved it around before. Yeah, okay, so these all need to be cut to 370, and these need to be cut to some other length. Let's find that other length. So what am I doing? Where am I going? I am going to... I don't want to... Okay, let's go to the bomb. Okay. Why am I not? Wow. Just trying to get to Google Sheets. Okay, so Voron Legacy bomb. The frame is 220 T slot at 370 millimeters, and there's 12 of those, by the way, and 2 at 300 millimeters, 130 millimeters. So let me grab the. Sorry, I'm sitting off camera here. Enjoy the extrusions. Hey, swans. Okay, so let me go to the CAD. Voron Legacy main, CAD. This will take a minute or two to load. So yeah, I'm working with new technology today, and I'm thinking I got a washed out color problem. For some reason, where the camera looks a certain way, and yet I look all pale, and I don't know. The white balance is off. Hey, Meganico. I saw what you did to your bathroom. I'm hoping that's a renovation. Yeah. So this is where I actually get into the dangerous part of this, because this, look, I'm gonna just push these out of the way. We're gonna put those there. Today we learn how to use saw. Sorry, it's a loud, clunky thing. So yeah, today I figure out how to use a miter saw. I have used a miter saw, but not this one. It's already got an aluminum blade in it. The aluminum blade is slightly thicker than the one that originally comes with it, so the first thing we'll be cutting is the actual thing there. Hey, Bert, you made it. I got the aluminum blade. Now I've got a 10-inch one and a 7.5-inch one for my, if I ever need to cut aluminum with my circular saw. So yeah, okay, now I have the CAD open. So ten, 11, 12. I see the 12 pieces in the CAD, but nowhere can I see. So, you know, somehow I got to get this on there. doesn't want to turn. There we go. Did I already source the bed? Oh yeah, I already sourced the bed. No, there's no guide. There's just this. If I can figure out how to do this. Does it work? Hey, it works. Look, there's just this. This is all we have to go by in building this. This is the CAD. I'm a little concerned about the heater. Okay, so now I know what the 130s are right here. 130 millimeter. What, these extrusions? These are 370. Everything is 370. 12 of them. All the frame parts are 370. So, strangely enough, and I don't know if the way this works, all the frame parts for an Ender 5 are 370 millimeters. Strangely enough. So, we've got our, oh, I can't get it in camera. Oh well. We've got this monstrosity here. So, this is the plan. Let me get paper towel. So I've watched some stuff online, and this is pretty straightforward. And there we go. I was going to say, I won't be doing any of it without those. So, what do I need here? What I need to do is I need to take these, which are actually slightly different lengths, strangely enough. I don't know what they're for. And I've got to tape them together. Earplugs? Let's see how loud this is. It's 2 cuts, literally. I'll be old and deaf, and I'll be, you know, damn, I wish I never cut those pieces of aluminum. But I do have earplugs. I just don't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is it going to be loud? Let's see. Let's see. Sweet. That was awesome. Need more sawing involved. I need more sawing. Now, from what I hear with this blade, it's just gonna drop through these like they're not even there. Like it did that. Wow. And there won't be any burrs. It'll be like cut really, really nice. But I have to prepare these. And I thought that in order to do so, I had tape. I had green tape. Give me a second, I think I know where the green tape is. Okay, I have the tape. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? Let me see if I can get this visible. I'm going to basically put them on the table, and I'm going to attach them to each other with tape. I know it sounds completely ridiculous, but then I can get them like perfectly lined up. And make them one. But I also have to make sure that I don't put too much tape on it, so that they become wobbly. So if I put tape somewhere, I got to put tape somewhere else. You know what I mean? I can't, basically you can't have the angles off. So even the thickness of a piece of tape, when I'm cutting over here, wherever I'm cutting, will make a difference. These are nice and flat. I don't know if this is gonna reach. Whoops. The other clamp I brought with me is not going to reach. Oh yeah, this might reach. No, it's not going to reach. So I'm going to have to find something. Oh, I know what I'm going to go get. I'm going to go get something. One moment. Here we go. This is a block of wood. A common block of wood. Okay. So now I need to measure. Now the problem with measuring is there's always, there's always going to be some variation, especially when, you're measuring with a tape measure, which is basically what I'm going to do here. Is I'm going to basically draw put a dot on here and draw a line across. I do have something to do that accurately, though. I did have something to do that accurately. I may have packed it up. No, this will do it. And then, of course, I got a square to make it square. So, here we go. Take this. I am going to mark I want to keep the line. So that means the line needs to be on this side of the blade. I don't want to accidentally cut too much off, is what I'm saying. Okay, so that's going to go there. And it's going to hold the 12 on you a lot easier than it's going to hold the 2 on here. Oh, I got to tape the other side too. Tape 2 sides. And this is, again, just to make sure that everything has the same thickness of tape on every side. I'm guessing that this is just going to drop through here like a hot knife through butter. Okay, and now okay, right? The only thing that can go wrong here is that this has space underneath it and this doesn't, but it looks like it's flat on there. It's a pretty flat surface. So, I need the bag that goes on here, because I don't want chips of aluminum flying all over the frickin' place. Or I'll do this. I know what I'm gonna do. Might sound crazy, but I'm going to make more noise by hooking a vacuum cleaner up to this and having a vacuum cleaner going and sucking the stuff up while I'm cutting. Because I have a carpet in here. Now that's going to be loud. Ooh, this thing needs feet, eh? Maybe those feet that I don't use. I saw you, rest in peace, feet. Okay, so here we go. I think I might be ready for this. I think I might be ready for this. And you know, this is good. I don't know what the quality of the video is like right now, but I've got a better camera, and I've got my what do they call this? These crappy things? The GoPro. It's a GoPro now. So this looks better and more true to color than the cheap thing that I was using before. Okay, so drop cloth. Here we go. So this is going to be loud. Vacuum cleaner is going to go on. I'll make the cut, and then I'll stop. Everything looks to be aligned, I believe. Let's do this. Newspaper, anything? I don't. You know, I think we're gonna be okay. Like the way this is designed, there's like a scoop, like there's this, and this thing comes down, it sits right behind the blade, and that's where the air's coming from, sucking everything up. You can sort of tell because where all the little bits of plastic went. So, vacuum on. I'll talk to you guys on the other side. Okay, so we got some aluminum over things. So before I do anything, I'm gonna vacuum it up. Okay, sorry, I shut the sound off because of the vacuum cleaner. Okay, so there we go. The other end, of course, is painted, but those just came out perfect. I'm kind of like blown away. There's no burrs. nice. So yeah, I guess that, you know, it would have been nice to be able to avoid some of that, but I think most of it was unavoidable. I am, however, going to need to vacuum again, so hold on. Okay, so 2 pieces. How long are these? If I had to guess, I'd say whoever's cutting these tried to make them 130 millimeters. Yeah, they're 130 millimeters. Okay, now the big one. This is going to be, and I'm going to have to check here. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. So, this time we're working with a much larger stack. We're going to cut all of this in one go. Okay, Meganico. Yeah, tape measures in Canada have both. So these are 470 millimeters. Wonder what that came from. We need to cut 10 millimeters off it. What is this one? 430? It's 430. This must be off a Trident. Or no. No, this is off a... Did I use the Trident ones? No, the Trident ones are still... So this is off a 2.4 kit. Now, what I really wish is that I had some way to hold these together before taping them. You know what I'm saying? So now that's the bottom. Not too bad. What? Okay, so I was peeling the tape. This has never happened to me before. And it just ended. Straight, right there. You can see the line. See the line? Yeah, there it is. But it starts again over here. Mind blown. I guess that has to be a thing though. Okay, so this is just, again, holding everything together. Now, gotta remember, that's the bottom. We need to figure out roughly where everything is. Wow, that's a solid chunk. So our 470, or 300, our 370 is right about there. Sorry for the 3D, completely like, yeah. So we're gonna have to make sure that the end's flat as well when we go to do this. You know, the factory cuts on these are perfect, and you know, they're tapped already. So that's like half the work done. So I'm not cutting that off. So yeah, it's cheating a bit. Okay, that should be enough. And because this is a big, huge chunk of aluminum, use a scribe. Go back to ancient Greece. We'll get a scribe. Do I have an ice pick? Where are we going here? Where are we going with this? I know what you mean. Like a something that I can scrape it to mark where I need to cut. Okay, so something's wrong there. Okay, let's redo the tape to that I'm cutting on. it's messed up. Okay, nothing on here. It seems to move as a single piece. Okay. You know, I'm pretty sure as long as they're all the same and we're within like, you know, a millimeter, we're not going to have any problems here. There's no issues with this being off by a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. And it's not going to be. It's going to be right on the mark. $370 millimeters. Because there's no going back. There we go. What's the tip? Start my tape at 100 millimeters. Huh? The tip of the tape. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't, again, I'm gonna go with, I don't think that's a problem. Like it's between 370 and 371. And for what we need, accuracy beyond that isn't required. Now, I have a concern about this though. Is it going to get in the way of this? I guess I should have checked that first. I didn't, so therefore we're having to change it. Tighten that first, double check it. Tighten that. Okay, to me everything looks flat, everything looks, you know, reasonably good. There's a big huge dollop of grease on the sunglasses, on the glasses. Ugh. That must have come off the saw somewhere. Yeah, I think again, this is a case where we're building something where being a millimeter, as long as they're all the same, everything's going to be fine. If they're half a millimeter off, we're still in the same place, doing the same thing. You guys ready for this? Noise on or noise off? Noise on or noise off? If I don't hear anything, I'll just leave the noise on. Okay, noise on it is. Well, those are perfect. Other side looks pretty good too. I need to zoom. Zoom. Oops. Okay, so they're all cut. And of course that one is crooked. Everything around the outside is perfect. Okay, this is gonna make a super mess. No, maybe not as much. Okay, there we go. Okay, now they're flat on both ends. I don't know what happened there, but it's done. This is now a thing. Actually, it's not a thing right now. What's a thing right now is me doing some vacuuming. Nice. Okay, so there it is sitting on a flat surface, and that is another flat surface. So, verdict? I can add cutting aluminum stuff to my list of things that the projects could include. And I can add vacuuming as a skill on my resume. It's literally everywhere. Like, I'm like, how did it get way over there? But it got way over there. Okay. Let's safety this. And I guess it's time to vacuum something. Oh yeah, but you know, there's like, I knew it was gonna go where it's gonna go. But yeah, I would have needed like to have done this on the floor on queen size bed sheets spread out. You know, I know that, yeah, I'm just gonna have to vacuum. That's that, but it's done. How bad can it be? Okay. There we go. The cleaning. Okay, so I need to move the saw. So that, you know, goes to prove that when it comes to extrusions, they're not really that hard to cut. You just need a saw with a non-ferrous blade. Wow. Hey, Squirrel Brain. Oh, not using the vacuum at all. Wow. Really not bad at all. Okay, so that means we're ready to make a cube out of this thing. Okay, all the shards of aluminum are gone. We're ready to move on to the next step. Let's release the extrusions, which is just going to get more aluminum all over the place. Should have probably done the release of the extrusions first. Oh, this is definitely taking it to the next level, yeah. It really, the most, you know, I would say that would have been the, oh, I don't know, it's hard to say with me. I already have the paper towel over here. It could have been the Ender Switchwire or the Trident. that I'm, you know, but we'll see, we'll see. This would be definitely the one where the self-sourcing took the most work. That's for sure. And where I may have messed up. It doesn't look like there's a 200 by 200 heater on this thing, like it says in the BOM. It looks like there's like a little tiny 150 by 150 heater on it. So I'm going to have to see. So here we go. We've got 12 370 millimeter extrusions, just cut right now in front of all of you. Well, maybe not all of you. Those that were here. Don't I have the, no, yeah, okay. Here's some hardware. I'm going to try to find my tap. And I'm going to try to decide whether or not I'm going to use a drill or if I'm going to tap by hand. I think we'll start tapping by hand and see how we do. I should have really bought a better one of these. I bought better ones of these, but I never bought a better one of these. So, what the thing is here is, this is already tapped. Or some of them are tapped. Let's get a 5mm screw, which I should have in here somewhere. So we don't screw any up, eh? So that's tapped. This needs to be tapped. I hate tapping. I really do. There's machines that do this so much better. There we go. Do I want some, just grab some cutting fluid and go get a drill? Is that what I want to do? Where is it? I don't see cutting fluid. Or whatever it is, cutting lubricant. Okay. Oh well, one down. Yeah, I was thinking about the clamp, but I was also thinking about this clamp. But yeah, clamping it to the table would probably be a better bet. Now that doesn't look tapped. It isn't. Yeah, and that's why I don't want to use my drill, is because I'm afraid to break crap. Move this so you're actually watching me destroy this rather than seeing it from a distance. You get to see it up close. There we go. Again, I hate doing aluminum because it is so soft. Hey, Happy. How's it going? I don't know why I'm checking, everyone. If it's not going to work, we're going to find out. So let's just move on. We'll get them done. And then we'll be where we need to be. And I'll need to vacuum again. That didn't go well. Something stuck in the, well, something. There's aluminum stuck in the thing. Okay. Take the thread. Nice. See, it's not the going in. The going in is fine. It's the coming out that's gonna kill you. And the tools you're using. only have to do one on this. The other side's done. I see there's a hole there. This must have been one from a Trident. Otherwise, why would there be a hole there? IPA. Really? Wouldn't it just evaporate immediately? I'm wondering where my cutting fluid is. Like I bought it when I bought the taps. Not these taps, the old ones that I already broke because I didn't use cutting fluid. Well, you can feel like, oh, I should stop and back it off a tiny bit, because you can tell when the aluminum is building up in the you know, the exit grooves or whatever, and not coming out. Okay. IPA, you say? So again, I'm just making sure that's already tapped. So all the stuff for the I don't know what to call it, the hinged bed on the 2.4, it's all here. I've got the hinges, I've got the brackets I'm going to use to mount the piston things. I've got all of it, it's all ready to go. I was going to do that tonight. Hey Robbie, welcome back. I was going to do that tonight, but, you know, there's this, and it's been sitting here in front of me for all week, and, you know, how could I not? Yeah, there we go. Just like, nope, don't go any further. It really does tap nice though. Like, I should say definitely better since I replaced my old tap. But yeah, so far so good. I forgot to spray it with the ISO. Okay, that side's already tapped. It's too bad they don't come like fully threaded, but I guess they couldn't do that with an extrusion now, could you? Okay. That worked. Made it just a little bit easier. Yeah, Legacy was either going to be tonight or Friday. I should, unless somebody else wants to, I should post a link to this on the Legacy Discord. Earth? No. No, I'm from the middle of Canada. I'm not doing anything this year. Sorry. There we go. We'll see what happens. No, I'm not doing any of that. Okay, so that's the new one. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can do this without any incidents. So what the ISO seems to do is just allow the shards to come out easier. Wow, that makes an insane difference. I did not know that would make that much difference. So don't get the binding that I was getting. Which is weird, considering it's alcohol. It also means we've only got 6 more to go. We're halfway there. Okay, again, that one's tapped. Yeah, I'm what, an hour and a half in? And okay, later, Bert. And we'll be putting together frames soon. So that's not bad. Oh, idiot. Yeah, I do dumb stuff. Not just sometimes. It's going to have a Thetis Dragon, Voron Dragon. And clicky. Okay, that's binding. There we go. So, damn, with these new cameras, I am going to have to turn the brightness down. Like, this is the light you're getting here is from lights across the room. I stared at a bulb for a moment and it's all dark in here now. So yeah, that really, I think other than that, it's like an SKR2 board with a Pi 02W. So it will be powered off the 5 volt on the board. Guess I didn't really need to spray that all over my hand. And it will UART connection, you know, all the stuff. But it's going to be a very basic printer at most levels. I did get big honking, big huge stepper motors for the AB motors, or XY motors if you want to call them that. Like 2 amp motors, so that I can just crank it up and see what it'll do. So it'll be a fun toy. Okay, well, that bolt's a goner. No. I'm not going to be able to double the power. That's the whole thing, that with 48 volts you get twice as much power at 2 amps. But no. It's just a standard 200 watt meanwhile. Almost there. And me, I was terrified of cutting these things. That was my, what I was afraid was going to wreck this entire build, was me having to cut aluminum extrusions. Okay, Squirrel Brain. You'll have to check out the video tomorrow and see where we get to. also lubricates it. But we're almost there. Uh-oh. Okay, so 2 of them had no threading in them. Now, I'm sure that was the way it was supposed to be. But they're not exactly where they were supposed to go now, were they? So most of this is the frame from the Trident. Or from the 2.4, sorry. Not the Trident. The Trident, of course, would have holes. One of the pieces is from a Trident, though. It has holes. Oh yes, thanks, Squirrel Brain. Don't forget to hit that like button. Gotta keep Squirrel Brain happy. Okay. And you know, it does help the channel. I'm trying to see which way works best. That works pretty good. At first. That's getting annoying. The wobbling, that is. So I've been looking at the mod for the car hood 2.4 bed, and I'm making some changes. You know, one thing that was mentioned on there that was that there's a chance of twisting the extrusion. Not actually physically twisting it, but you know, it's screwed in at both ends. So twisting it there. And that would be something I don't want to do. And the other thing that was mentioned, or sorry, and the way I'm going to address that is you take those triangle little extrusion connectors that are at the front and the back of the 2.4 bed mounting extrusions. Those just come off. Those are replaced by other hardware. So the so what I can do is I can use those to reinforce the corners of the back of the 2.4, so that won't be able to turn. Actually, I might as well make it universal and reinforce the corners right around. I've already checked, it's out of the way of the belt. So everything there is good. Okay, let's put all these screws back. Get these over here where they're not going to be covered with aluminum. Let's hope we don't need the tap again. And let's get this mess cleaned up a bit. Now, don't rub eyes. Oh, this is nowhere near as bad as glitter, thank God. That would be awful. Okay. So, we're gonna need some room here. I got some corner cubes. And I also have a big chunk of aluminum in my sock, rubbing it against my ankle. I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. I don't understand what else could be so sharp. Okay, so 8 corner cubes, 8 corners. We're in luck. So what holds corner cubes together with Vorons? It does not say. I'm gonna guess button head. Something in a M5 maybe. Okay, let's take care of the aluminum thing in the shoe. Let's hope it's these, because we got lots of them. Let's do it. No, let's not use those. That's absolutely huge. I didn't realize there was almost nothing to screw into. Or there's nothing here. Like there's, yeah. So let's put let's flatten all these out. So I'm going to build back, front, and then we'll put the pieces in between them. How does that sound for a bad plan? Gotta have a bad plan. And definitely, I have a bad plan. I don't know if it's a bad plan. I'm just assuming it is, because I'm doing it. And again, I'm being careful to flatten these out. They seem to be centering. Why are they centering? Is that something they do? Oh, it seems they don't. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to mess with this big time then. It's gonna be lots of fun. So what I should actually do is something like this. I can push that against those and then tighten it. Okay, yeah, that's right. Come on, let me tighten screw. Seriously, I don't want to have to break something. I mean, not like I'm going to break something. Okay, there we go. So that is back. So now we need front. So that would mean like that. Oops. Now, there's a lot of assumptions going on here. One, these things are perfectly flat on each side. Now, that might not be true. Let's hope they are. You know, otherwise it's going to be tough to make this square. But it might not be. What's going on? Why do you not want to go in there? Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna use a bad solution to this, which is using a shorter screw. No, that's too short. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's still got 5 millimeters. Okay, so there's the bottom, front, and back. How about we do the top, front, and back? And then we're already there. So what am I going to do after the frame? Okay, so back. Okay. Think on my 2.4 and all the corner brackets, all the blind corners on that, I use Loctite, which is just ridiculous. Okay, so there's the front, the top, back, sorry. Which means this needs to go like that. And there we go. Okay, so we'll build the two frames now, because I can build those flat as well. And then when we build the rest of it, it should just be flat. Or square. not really. No, these are just 2020s. Come on, seriously, get the hell out of there before I lose my mind. Here, go in the hole. I'm talking to screws now. What worries me is they're listening. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Come on, just go. No, it's already tight. Okay. So is that, of course, because that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know. Thing with this though, is I think this is a really quick, look squarish from here, yeah. Really quick build. Like it's not like a 2.4 or even a 0.1. Okay, don't like that. That's better. I have more worries about the cubes, the corner cubes being crooked, than anything else. And I'm pretty sure they are. But I guess once you get them all in place, my guess would be the other ones. Yeah, I'd have to check after. Okay. We almost have a cube. Hey, Zex. Oh, sorry, it was you asking the Masumi. Oh no, it's not Masumi then. There's no locking tabs. But it is going together nicely, as it should. All the taps are good. And you never know. It could be square. It's looking like a cube though. Wow. That's all I have to say is wow. I haven't got the other corner done, eh? It just dropped in by itself. It's like perfect. Like I would have thought there would have been some, like that shows that there's, well, either the deviation on these extrusions are exactly the same. That's wrong. I mean, the combination of the crookedness to the corner cube and the crookedness to the cut cancel each other out. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Never seen a Legacy printer. Me neither. It's the exact same build volume as like an Ender 5, basically. It's 230 by 230 by 230, I think. Convert your Ender 3. Yes, that is a must do. Okay, this is not looking as good as everything else. There was a sort of a snugness to sliding that one in. But whatever, we'll get it square when we're done. Okay, let me see if I can work a screwdriver. Oops. I was going to say that's not been the loudest noise. I guess cutting the extrusions was probably pretty loud. Oh, see, I haven't had as good of a time with my Ender wire or whatever my well, I call it Switchwire orange. I don't really want to associate it with Ender printers anymore, because the first thing I did was decide that it was going to be what my enraged rabbit carrot feeder goes on. Okay, so that one's not deep enough. So yeah, that has not led to the best experience, really. Though I did print the articulating rose dragon on it. That's better. The thing, though, that I can definitely say is there's no way in the world that it's ever going to catch up to the 2.4 or the Trident, or I don't think any of these printers will ever catch up to those. Like I have almost 1,600 hours on the 2.4. And I know that's probably nothing compared to some people, but that's my 2.4. And the Trident's getting up there. The 2.4 rebuild is actually sitting on the floor. Hey Zen, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the 2.4, excuse the mess, is in mid rebuild. Right there. I'm doing the full the bed with the pistons that lifts up and locks down, because, you know, I need some other reason to make my printer not work. You know how it is. Okay, this is it. I'm questioning the squareness of this, of course. Okay. There we go. I don't think it's supposed to do that. It's not supposed to do that. So it's flat here. Perfect. Not so flat there. Yeah, it's the table. I'm going, poor boy. Yeah, it's got to be the table. Let's move on. No. My guess is it's the corner cubes. I shouldn't have used Mitsumi or whatever they are, corner cubes. But there could be more to it than that. Yeah, these, I had to go with what I could find. There's been a lot of things lately that I just can't buy. The Delta fans for the rebreather and rebreather XL. I've searched everywhere. I cannot find them anywhere. The wait time on them is like a year. So it looks like rebreather's out for the, I was gonna put rebreather in the Trident actually. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So if I tighten this, I need something. This is what I can use. There we go. It is kind of amazing how crucial this is, though. Like, you can get so far into this build and just suddenly find that, hey, I can't get anything to be square. And it's all because of this, the foundation being crooked. But hey, if you don't mind printing on a 5-degree angle, you're probably fine. Like, who really needs to print flat, right? So the next thing after this, I've got, being Rage Rabbit Carry Feeder is still an ongoing project. So I decided to throw another MMU into the mix, and I've got a Prusa MMU 2S kit coming. It's everything. I'll reprint the plastic in ABS. Or maybe I'll try to build it as is and see how it works. But I really want, it's 4 colors, so that's perfect for ABS. And I think that's gonna go on the Switchwire red. $50-15 deltas. No, there's some crazy open case fan, like what you'd get in a video card. So yeah, I think I've found the problem. Flash extruder. They're not 50-15 deltas. They're what are they? What are they? Hey, that's not the right. We found one supplier for them, and it was PCBE key, and it was like going through the buying process was really strange. It's like you won't tell me anything. You're gonna just get my information and get it back to me. But supposedly they had like 65,000 of them. Now, my brain says 65,000. That seems like a weird number. So I have my doubts that they actually have them. That just sounds like the storage value for an integer. Okay, that's a bit better. I see a problem here. I don't see anything wrong here. Oh, well, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Yeah, I definitely see a problem here. biggest problem was I didn't tighten them at all, and those aren't tight. Okay. Oh, 40 seconds behind. Yeah, I don't know what my stream is set to. It's set to 60p right now, so, or yeah, 1080 60. So there might be a little bit more of a delay than what there used to be when I was running at 720. Okay, so we've been able to go from perfectly straight on one corner to perfectly crooked on every corner. I still see an issue here, which may be part of it. But, you know, the one thing I'm thinking here is this going to be really hard to do, to get perfect. And the reason I'm saying that is, you know, I just cut these with a miter saw. Yeah, it's not like a factory made these extrusions to length for me. You know, not like we didn't do our best to get them as straight as possible. That's much better. I don't like that. That was that's one of the problems with you know, cutting your own. You know what? It's straighter than my ender. I'll give it that. Even with the 2040s on the ender. I don't know what to do. Like that's straight. And that's straight. This is a problem here. Does not want to line up. So I'm wondering, is this corner is my problem corner right here. Not to mention that the thing won't go on the screw, and that's really causing me frustration. Okay, fine. Come on. Ah! I see why we went to blind corners. Corner joints. Completely disassembled the VK19 and redid the ends on the extrusions. I think my problem's more the corner cubes. I should have bought something of some known quality. And the reason I think it's that is because the cut, like, we cut this at the beginning of the stream, and the cut went really well. It was so nice of a cut. We cut all 12 of them in one shot. But no matter what I do, this does not line up. Really? Wow, it's terrible. Yeah, it's the corner cube. It's like there's one side on them that's like off. In some cases to the point where it doesn't line up. You can't line it up on two sides. Yeah. Okay, so which way is this supposed to go? Like this? Yeah. Oh no, the cut was like beautiful, like seriously, like here's the other side of it. The two that are in the middle have fallen back, but you know, completely burless, not a, yeah, it cut beautifully, again, you know, but I cut them all in one block, all at the same time. With a non-ferrous blade. So again, it's the corner cubes. You know what? I can swap out the corner cubes after. It's probably not an easy thing to do. It doesn't look too horribly bad. But now comes the scary part. So this, one of these doesn't belong here. One of them goes down further. I didn't know what I was going to use as the top or the bottom, so I wasn't sure what I'd end up with. I'm not happy with this at all. When it comes to squareness, though. Like every corner looks bad. But there's a, you know, an underlying problem with these cheap cubes. Is when you tighten the screw, the thing tends to move. And that's the problem I got myself into here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. What is the deal? What do we need to do? So there's immediately things that are standing out to me that are screaming, "You got a problem, stop now." And that's one, this bed assembly, the bed plate. Immediately that says to me that the bed plate I bought is the wrong thing. So I went to the Discord and asked where I should get a bed plate for it. And this is where they pointed me to. It's a beautiful bed plate. Like, it is, it's really nice. It's too bad the screws need to be here, 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 and here, not here, 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 and here. So this bed plate is already going to be a monstrous problem for me. Because it's not going to fit. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Yeah, see, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find out where the holes are, and I'm going to have to drill my own, which really sucks. This plate was made for 3 or 4 bolt patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. But the problem being is the Legacy requires the bolt to connect here, not deep inside here. The other thing is it takes a 200 by 200 heater, which goes across all of those. So everything needs to be on the outside. So I've got some work to do to this. So let's just start with, let's look at the 4 corners. Let's see what we need to do there. And let's see if I can get any of that put together. I should watch my time though. Make new printed parts, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to drill the bed because this is the problem. It basically, the 200 by 200 heating pad covers those holes. I'm sure there's some place I can take this to get it drilled, because I don't know how well I'm going to drill aluminum. But hey, it's just 4 holes, right? It's just 4 holes. Okay, printed parts. Let's see, what do I got here? I got a bunch of printed parts. I shoved them all in the same bag. That was probably not a good idea. These look related. Okay, so my drill press is a cheap $100 hammer drill in a separate press that I bought. So yeah, I have some limitations. But it'll all be figured out. It's all gonna go just fine. Okay, so we have some corner brackets. It looks like the motors can be mounted after, but the bearings would need to go in now. Okay, make sure I've got the right ones together. I don't think the wrong ones will fit together. Let's make sure that the wrong ones won't fit together. No, they won't. So these go on. Oh, sorry, I get it completely backwards. Do I? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. So basically, this will go on, I don't know, go on there. Or maybe this will go on here. That I have not determined yet. It's one or the other though. So we're good there. Okay. Okay, so we need 30s for the bearings. We need some 10mm bolts for the mounting, and then the motor can go in afterwards. And the one on the far back corner has the strangely enough, the switch put in it backwards. Okay. So we're gonna work on the other corner. And I'm gonna need some bushings, no, some spacers, some bearings. Let's see here, here's some bearings. Need an image. Nope. Okay, so we got some bearings. 6 bearings, and I'm guessing that there's spacers on all of these. There's 1mm. That's what I want, I think. Yep. And then we need 30mm bolts. Some 10mm bolts, and I think I need some T-nuts. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Really? How could a bag fall open and a bunch of screws fall out onto the floor? Okay. So, a couple 5mm T-nuts, or roll-in T-nuts. Those are 5s, right? Okay. The stack in this is built from the top down. So, the stack and the other one's built from the top down too, so I don't know why I said that. It's not like it's different. Let's get a better view of this. So we need spacer, bearing, spacer. Now these spacers could be smaller, but they're about as big as they could be as well. Any bigger, it wouldn't work. Oh, yeah, the outer one is only a single. Now, I'm really hoping they're spacers. There seems to be that they're spacers. Good, okay. So let me snug these up. Okay, so I don't know if these are threaded. I don't think they're threaded. But they do go together beautifully. I might have tightened them too much. Okay, so now we need a motor and probably some gears. The gears, of course, I will adjust later. Actually, the gear I'll put on later. Yeah. So I want to be able to stash the wires in the upright. So I think that's the way to go with the wire. It shows everything going to the inside though, which is exactly the opposite. Do I dare be different? I think I'm going to dare to be different. And then 330s. Probably have those in here. Oh, I'm looking at the other one. Yeah. Why am I digging for screws? Like I put the kit together for the screws a long time ago. But, you know, then I end up digging through screws and digging through screws when really I got all the screws. Ugh. Should be 30s. Yep. So Friday's stream is probably still going to be the 2.4 rebuild. Well, it is going to be the 2.4 rebuild because I'm not letting that drop off and you know, forget about it. I already missed my 2.4, so that's a thing I definitely want. Is I want my 2.4 back. So that's going to be something I'm going to continue on Friday. In the meantime, though, I am going to try to get this straight. I won't be able to deal with this. I will literally lose my mind. Maybe not literally, but the modern the version of literally, which means not literally. Okay. Too far? Not far enough. There we go. Nice. Wow, it seems way out of alignment. It's like, how could that possibly go there? It does. It's all good. Okay, another motor. And again, there's no order to this. This is basically organized chaos. We're just pulling the information from a diagram. There's no instructions. It's probably the most fun you can possibly have building a printer. Here's a list of parts. Here's a picture. Good luck to you. I'm like, yeah. Now I do have the parts to pretty well build anything at this point, but you know, it's a legacy experience. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm gonna have to fix that. No, I'm gonna be. I'm looking forward to this. I've bought big chunky motors, so I'm gonna be able to turn up the amperage to this. And see what it can do. My guess is this, when it comes to printing a Benchy, just because of the hardware I've chosen, this will probably be my fastest printer. the motors on the 0.1 just skip when you try to do anything too fast. Everything else is just too big and heavy. So based on what I've bought for this might end up being my fastest printer. But it's definitely going to be a great build experience. Like, that's basically a given. After this, though, after the 2.4, after the MMU2, we're going Mercury. 0G Mercury 1.1. Which it's so Trident-like, other than the fact that you can't close it, that it's ridiculous. It's like, it's got the whole Trident system there now, as far as I can tell. We'll see though. I've only seen videos of the original one, which didn't have that. Okay, so from the top down, we need this and this. Yeah, I'm rushing ahead too fast with all these builds though. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna run out of content in the first year of my channel. Does anyone know if bearings that come with the Ender 3 would work with a switchwire conversion? No, you'll need to definitely buy bearings. As far as I know, the Ender 3 doesn't have any bearings. Everything's running on V-wheels. But yeah, definitely a fun build, that one. And I do see that Dark Dog has completely updated everything. So now I won't be the only guy. And I did notice that as soon as it was done, the traffic to my GitHub page just stopped. So my full extensions basically died when the real ones came out. Which, you know, fine. I'm okay with that. Now everybody has access to them and knows they're there immediately, or know they exist. Okay, so this points the same way. But yeah, I'm really happy with the full deck. The full deck extension is so nice to have. The electronics are so clean in the bottom. Okay, and a couple of T-nuts. Nice. We got some motors. Oh, the bearings in the V-wheels. Oh, wow. Never thought of doing that. I've got like literally a box of V-wheels that's like, you know, an inch deep, 4 inches wide, 8 inches, like that, you know, a box just filled with V-wheels that have come off printers. Okay, so gonna definitely have to fix that. Let's look at the front and see what parts we need. Okay. Printed flat and textured. I think I'm going to go with the textured. The case is textured, so I think that'll match it. I really should have sorted this stuff first. I actually dug it all out, laid it all out beautifully the other day and took a picture. But was I smart enough to leave it? Or to put it in separate bags? No, not me. That would have been, you know, productive for the future. Okay, so I got 3 out of 4 of them. What I think I need is a box to put these in, rather than a bag. What I like though is it all, excuse me, is it all sounds like Lego. Okay, this has got to come out. So, this is basically how I ran my Ender 5. I took off the took off the front beam and I just ran it like this, and it worked great, and it didn't have that damn thing in the front. This needs to mount down here though, and according to this, I think it wants me to drill holes. But I'm not going to drill holes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple corner cubes, probably 4, and make a, you know, a shaped corner cube thing, and mount this like that using corner cubes. I think it'll fit the aesthetic, and I won't have to drill holes. There's a yay for not drilling holes. Okay, so we need some more bearings. These are our AB idlers, so they're going to be, lower ones on one side and higher ones on the other. Let me see here. We got spacers. So the one with the Voron logo, that's the top. So that's here and here. And that makes these the bottom. Okay, so it would be like this. Okay, and it does come over the corner cube. So we need our bearings. We need a M530. And these are 16s. Okay, so the one that goes on the left-hand side will have a spacer on the bottom. So shim, bearings, shim spacer. Ooh, I don't know about that. Yep, there is a spacer on each side. Yeah, I got it mixed up somehow. Okay, what I'm going to do, these take 10 on the bottom. No, they're 16s. Okay. We need 2 for each side. Oh, there is another one there. Okay. Okay, so we'll attach this first. Well, that tightened up fast. Okay, there we go. It's pulled right up to the front. Now I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to tighten that down a bit But before I tighten it all the way, I'm gonna make sure this is in the right place. So this isn't only the idler, it is also the thing that holds the 8mm rods. Hey, what kind of build is it if I haven't thrown something on the ground? Okay, there we go. So, two 16mm 10s I don't need. I need another, oh, I have a 30. I have this. I'm out of bearings. Oh, I only need 2 bearings. The other 4 bearings I need are in here. Okay, we're good. We're good for bearings. Got my bearings. Okay, so if I do this, you may be able to see this. That slid right up to the front. On here, we need this. We need the spacer first this time. Then a shim. And I really wish people would stop saying, oh, they're just washers. They're not. A washer is just a stamped piece of metal to go underneath the screw to spread out the force, generally. These have a specific thickness. Washers do not generally have the accuracy of shims. So these are not washers. They're not washers. They are shims because of that accuracy to them. Or generally, that's the idea. Okay, there we go. Whoopsie. It's even, no, not bad. It's like it's flattening out. Bearings aren't a big cost. You know what I've been wondering? Like all these are RS2 bearings, I think. I got these. These are not RS2, they are something else, like Z. They're the same bearings, but instead of having a plastic liner, they're metal. So they differ only in the material that's in there. So I'm wondering, like, can I just use these in my printers? Because they come in like stacks of 50 for like 10 bucks. Where these come in stacks of 10 for like 10 bucks. You know, they're the RS2 ones or RS ones are a lot more expensive than the Z ones. Okay, so there we go. There's pieces to mount here for holding the bearing, the other things. But what I think we're gonna do now is we're gonna shift and we're gonna get the Z motors attached. Okay, yeah. So what is that gonna take? What do we got here? We've got basically just 2 mounting pieces, 1 on each side. And then these are probably 8s. Whoops. Where is this? It won't select it. I want it selected. There it is, Z motor mounts. So they're 8s, M3 8s, and M5 16s holding everything together. Okay. These should be pretty easy to find. There's some of the biggest pieces in here. Why do I only have 2 of those? I know I have 4 of them. Yay, plastic noise. Oh, there's 3 of them there already, okay. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Eight M16s, M5 16s. We don't need any M16s. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need those. And we also need our motors. Now my guess is the wiring points to the back. So these would go like that and like that. But the other thing that I'm seeing here is, wait a minute, these are gonna stick. Oh no, they're not. You've been watching our videos for 2 weeks straight. I'm glad you enjoy it. But yeah, and, we'll talk to you next time. And of course, join the Discord. We can chat anytime we want. What am I doing here? So there's two different types here. There's an outside edge and an inside edge on both of them. Okay, so that's what we've got. Now these button? No, these are socket, okay. I love how that screw just drops into those curved areas. Too easy. So what I'm finding really funny here is if this was a 2.4, like I'd be barely getting the Z motors on. And meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that this thing is probably going to be built and running in 3 streams, maybe 4. But it's just so much less to it than a 2.4. But the 2.4 build is so much fun. All those parts. Woo, how can you go wrong? Okay, so we need 8 T-nuts. Whatever. They don't want to go in. What is it? What are these LDO extrusions? Not that LDO has extrusions, but that is definitely one thing I found, that the extrusions that came with the LDO were harder to put T-nuts in. And I think it's the way they paint their extrusions, or whatever, plate them. I think there's actually some thickness to it. Very little, but it makes a difference when you're trying to push in T-nuts. Or that's my theory. I could be completely wrong. But I do find T-nuts are much easier to get into cheap extrusions. Now I don't know if that's centered. I should probably loosen it. And get it closer to centered. Nice. We'll get the distances all measured properly afterwards, because I'm sure my random sticking things in place is not ideal. Now I think these are all identical. But I don't know. Oh. Almost missed it. Almost. I was looking at them and going, wait a minute, there's screws in the side. I don't know why there's screws in the side. Why would there be screws in the side? Like if this was split, I could understand that. Okay, so that's enough to tighten down. I guess just squeezing the plastic around it does it. Okay, let's put this away, let's put this away, let's put this away, and we'll put this away. Ugh. It's chaos in here tonight. I have to admit though, I'm really liking the new camera. Do need to adjust the white balance, but it's definitely, I look like I'm a ghost. Not in the camera, but in the result coming out of the camera. But the 4K is really nice to have. Sorry, just playing with stuff. Okay, well, that's going to take a minute. So yeah, there we go. We're like, I don't know, I think we're about a third of the way through, I would have to guess. You know, all in all, I think this is probably like a 12 to 16 hour build. You know, where the Trident and the, well, I shouldn't say. The Trident is probably like a 24-hour build. The 2.4 is probably around a 30-hour to 36-hour build. But I always take longer to build those because I always do other stuff. I just can't build a normal printer. Oh, it's split on the inside. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I guess I can see a, awesome. I don't know how the top's held on. I think it's the same idea. Okay, I get it. 21 hours? Oh, that's not bad. Like, I think... I truthfully, I can't even guess. I would say my first 2.4 probably took me over 40 hours. There was like a huge learning curve though, because, you know, the wiring, like everything was new. The build didn't take me that long, but getting Clipper and everything all tuned and everything took me a long time after it was done. The first time. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I should pull those other ones out, because they can probably go on too. And I do notice that as I'm running out of plastic, things are getting easier to find. By the time we're done, I'll be able to find all the pieces. I realize now that maybe I don't want to put these on. You might be able to tell I'm trying to avoid hitting the bearings and everything like that today. I'm trying to do everything to that point because I don't want to mess with it. I want that to be like getting the bearings and the rods ready and all that, just all to be together in one stream. Why can I not? Yeah, that's why I can't find it, because it's already out. So now that I think about it, these probably shouldn't go in, because these are going to rely upon cut rods, and my rods aren't cut yet. So yay, we're not ready for those yet. I don't know if I'm going to be cutting the rods on the stream like I did the aluminum. Why did I only get 4 of these? Sure, the spacer fell off it. So yeah, the rods I have are still need to be cut, but I have a way to cut them, and I have a way to finish the ends once they are cut, so they're not like razor sharp edges and stuff like that. And I have learned never to leave that container sitting open on the edge of the table. There we go. And what are we putting in there? We are going to put screws in there, and they're going to be M316s. Yes. So I'll need to go get M3s. I'm going to put them in there now. We won't tighten them down all the way, but we'll make sure they're in place. I've been waiting to use this thing all day. That's not an M316. What? None of them are 16s, they're 12s. Why I bought 12s, I don't know. I keep on mixing them up with 10s. So let's just make sure we're using the right screws. Those are 14s. Those are 16s. Okay. So I guess what I haven't really prepared for this is that I'm going to have to build my own harness. And I might have enough silicone wire. Well, but I'll have to wait till we're actually building it and see. There's no motors that move up and down. The only motor that needs to be wired through the harness is the thing. And it's not like it's a, you know, a double thing. It's just like an overhead harness, a loom, rather than anything else. Oh, well, I did not know that. There are different ones. What? What have I done? There we go. All the screws facing forward. The T-nuts, or the insets to the back. And what are these? What monstrosity of a screw do these have in them? Oh, that's a socket M540. Well, where are we going to find those? Socketed M5s. Oh, is that what fell all over the floor? No, those are M530s. Well, they're back in the bag now. '40s? Those look 40-ish. 40s. Wow. There's some big honking screws there. I don't know what that means though. Now I'm just going to drop these in. They're not actually going to get, you know, that'll be probably where things are going to stay. Yeah, that'll be where things basically stay until we pick it up again. I don't want to go too far because that's just going to cause us problems past that point. Especially when it comes to the fact that I know all the other stuff still needs to be cut. But when it is cut, this is where it needs to fit between. There and there, there and there, there and there. And so that'll be the Z rail, Z things. I would try to do the other ones right now. But I think that'll be easier to do once I have everything cut. Right now, the rods are a little long. Should really do something so I can see everything in that camera, but I can't. So yeah, there we go. You can see the rods are a little long. I think these are 400. And what we need are 320. So I'm gonna have to cut 4 of them to 320. The other ones might not be 320. The other ones, well, maybe they're all 320. 320, 320, 320, 320. Yes, all of them need to be cut to 320 millimeters. So I'm not going to do cutting of steel rods on stream. Last time I tried to cut anything steel on stream, well, I wasn't able to, and I gave up. I bought one of the right size. But these are not hardened steel, so that shouldn't be a problem. So in the next stream, or not the next stream, but the next Legacy stream, we will be dealing with getting this attached properly to the front. We'll deal with cutting or installing, getting the bearings greased, installed, getting the motion system done on this. My guess is the next stream will basically finish up all of the mechanics, all of the physical build. We'll have belts installed, we'll have a hot end. So that's going to come next time. But for now, I am so happy with the way this has turned out. This is like so much better than well, I shouldn't say so much better than I thought it was going to be. This is about what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a very pleasurable build. I do notice a couple of things right now that I'll have to take care of. I'm not planning on running these wires like this. That's one thing. I do plan on basically adding connectors so that I can run my own length of wires. Even though these are probably ideal, I just don't want a box full of wires when I'm done. The 2.4 and the wiring in that was basically the biggest embarrassment I want to leave, and I want to leave that and make sure that I never ever go back to it. So yeah, I think we're done for today. Thank everybody for watching, and if you forgot, like button's down there, just, you know, give it a click. It helps. If you're not subscribed, button's down there too. It helps as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here. And next time, we'll get the motion system involved, up to par, and then finally, we will do the clipper install and get some printing done on it. So I hope to see you guys next time. That'll be Friday. That'll be a 2.4 rebuild video.